happen.
Welcome, everyone, to the AHA Method, I'd say podcast, but YouTube video where we are going to play Powerpoint Karaoke. Yay! I'm so excited. I love playing this. I think it's so much fun. And we just finished a recording of our podcast with Cait Donovan on burnout and speaker burnout, and it's awesome. Please go check out the full recording. This is an added bonus to the recording here. And as we do, we like to challenge some of our guests to play Powerpoint Karaoke with us. And how that works is literally, we haven't seen these slides before. So we are going to do an improvised presentation on these slides here, which is pretty awesome. And of course, Cait is our leading burnout expert, not just New York City's leading burnout expert, but she is a leading burnout expert. And today we're going to talk about self-care with the burnout spin to it. So without further ado, let's get started and see where we get and how we do. All right. Welcome, everyone, to our self-care presentation for you all. And today we are here to give you all the self-care tips and techniques and just make sure you are taking care of yourself. My name is Dayna Gowan, and I have my co-host, my coworker here, Cait Donovan, and we both are going to just banish burnout. We are the banish burnout biddies, because I'm going to keep it safe for work here, but banish burnout biddies, and we are going to give you some self-care techniques. And the first one is
remain creative. You know, it's really critical to stay playful, to stay childish, to remember the things that you enjoyed as a child, and to really hone in on activities that allow you self-expression.
Yep. And listen, sometimes with creativity, we're worried about making a mess. Make that mess. Be creative and make that mess, because you're going to feel so much better after. Even when you're cleaning up that mess, you're going to feel better after. Now, here's a tip for what not to do with your self-care. Sometimes with self-care, we're like, I just want to eat everything in sight. But here's the thing with self-care. You want to make sure you're putting the right foods in your body. So a quadruple or more cheeseburger may feel good at the moment, but it may not help your body in the long run, especially if you're finding yourself eating that every day. Now, of course, treat yourself every once in a while, but if you're finding that you're treating yourself to a quadruple plus cheeseburger every day, let's try to decrease the amount of patties on there. Let's choose more whole foods, more healthy foods. I do appreciate the side of tomatoes on there instead of fries. So that was a good, healthy choice. But a better healthy choice would also be to have less patties on there.
Herbal therapy. Make sure you work with someone who actually knows what the heck they're doing, because lots of people claim they know lots about herbal therapy, and they don't. Dietary cleanse. Really? This just means eat whole food and drink enough water. This is a really, really simple one. Please stay clear of elixirs and potions, because you don't have the kind of witchy power that you need to know how to keep yourself safe from them.
Yeah. And if we had the witchy power, then we really wouldn't experience burnout. But yeah, stay clear of those, because that's kind of like, what is it? Like just the salesman kind of thing. It's just trying to sell you on that.
Snake oil.
Yes, the snake oil salesman. Thank you. So here's some ideas. And this is kind of the typical pictures that we think of when we think of self-care. We think we've got to go all out, balls to the wall, be as physically active as possible, do all the handstands and headstands and high fives while doing planks, getting really low with the stretches. And we're here to say, if your body doesn't look like this when you're exercising, that is okay. Self-care is doing what you need to right now to make your body feel good. So if that is skipping the spinning workout, the really intense, hardcore spinning workout, and going for a walk outside, please do that. Please do what is going to make your body feel good. And don't think you need to look like an Instagram model, because you moving your body is the most important, crucial thing that you can do for yourself.
The chakra system. You probably don't know a lot about it. And you don't really need to. This could also be actually Chinese medicine. I mean, we could do both here.
Yeah.
So what you really need to understand is that breathing is important. And so your inhale needs to be nice and deep and full, and your exhale needs to be complete. And you need to keep doing them so that you can continue this circling of the proper energies throughout your body. This is really, at the end of the day, this is only about breathing.
Just breathe. Just breathe those deep inhales and deep exhales. That's all you need to worry about. And listen, we get so caught up in the chakras and the rainbows and unicorns, and we want to always feel like this unicorn sitting on a donut. But here's the thing. Life isn't all about rainbows and unicorns sitting on donuts. Sometimes we have to do the dirty work. Sometimes we have to feel the emotions. Sometimes we will feel sad, and that is the normal human experience. All right. So eat those veggies, grow your veggies if that's one of your creative pursuits. Feel those emotions. It's okay to not be this crazy unicorn on a donut and letting everyone think that about your life. You can be vulnerable and be a human and be okay.
This is racist, and we probably shouldn't look at it. Phrenology is bullshit. That is the message for this. Not 38% of the time, 100% of the time. If your health care and your self-help looks like this, stop it and come back to us, please, because it's just no.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But 38% of the time, people are thinking this and thinking this is what works. But remember, 100%, this does not work. No. Just ignore this. And listen, all right, burnout can have real effects on our health. It can cause hair loss too. So if you're finding that your hair isn't growing as well, it could be a sign of burnout. If you're getting weird issues in your gut, or you're breaking out, or you're getting skin issues, sometimes we think I've got a skin issue. It could be that you have internalized so much of these emotions that now it is showing in other ways in your body. So if you are experiencing hair loss and hair change that is not due to other things, come see us, come let us know, talk to us, talk to whoever you feel comfortable, because it could be a burnout issue and we want you to get help that you need. And last slide here, Cait, take us on home. Literally.
Well, if you want to really remember who you are and how to care for yourself, it's best to create scenarios where you can reconnect. And that means disconnecting from your phone. Mm-hmm. So for our last self-care tip today, we're going to say, leave your phone at home and trek across the Arctic.
Yep. You are not alone in this, everyone. We are here to help you. We have been the banishing burnout biddies and giving you all these self-care tips today, refuting some of them and making sure you're aware of the ones that do work and the ones that don't work. But you are not alone in this burnout journey, even though this man is. He has thrown this person is. They've thrown their phone out. They are reconnecting with the world, and we hope that you do the same. Thank you for joining us today. Yay!
So funny.
Cait, let me stop sharing for That was awesome. Great job. How did that feel doing
it's
that?
so funny. I love that. I love shit like that. It makes me laugh. It makes me happy.
Yeah. Sorry for that. I don't know. I liked banishing burnout biddies. It's probably not
that's hysterical.
It's probably not the most corporate friendly name, but it works. But I just want to say, so I want to tell everyone before we got started, I told Cait, I was like, okay, whenever I've done this in the past, I get really salesy. And I wanted to work on that today. And I thought we were pretty educational, right, Cait?
Yes.
I think so.
This was an after school special.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, you know, if people can take away one tip from this very well thought out
or
pre-planned or not, maybe don't take away many of these, but hopefully you learned something cool.
Some humor. That's good.
Yeah. If you got to laugh, then that's part of your burnout, your self-care.
Exactly.
Are you like, oh God, these slides, like, these are not self-care?
I was like, this is not appropriate.
I love it. But then it's like, okay, and we put that on there to let you know it's not appropriate.
Exactly.
Oh, but it's probably what the world thinks of. Like the people putting together these presentations are like, oh yeah, that's self-care. Whatever.
Or maybe they're just trying to trip us up and make us say funny things.
I think that's part of it too. And I think we did a good job.
I think we did.
Well, congratulations to us, pat on the back. Congratulations to our listeners for watching. And I hope you enjoyed it too. And please check out the full podcast. I've got the links below. Check out the full podcast with Cait. It was awesome. She's awesome. Her message is awesome. And check it out. Learn from her because it's amazing. Thank you, Cait, for joining us today.